And in the Simpsons video, like the doll or whatever that appears, it really does look like a Labubu. And what happens is, hello, welcome to S&T Chats. Today we are gonna talk about Labubu.
Labubus.
So neither of us own any. So here's the Labubu. We're talking about. I mean, pretty sure everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yep.
Let's just start with how it all started.
Okay. Give us the background story.
Yes. So it was created by a Hong Kongese artist, this character, illustrator, Labubu, this character.
Okay.
His name is Jia Long. Probably not saying it right because it's Canto. We'll just call him Mr. Long. And he was born in Hong Kong, but then his family moved to the Netherlands.
Okay.
And that's where he got into like the Nordic folklore. Sorry. And then he was inspired and started drawing because back then there was no like animation and stuff. And that's how it all started. So in 2015, Mr. Long, he created the series The Monsters.
Okay.
It's took cues from folklore and mythology, and it was like based on the things that he was familiar with when he was in the Netherlands. And then the monsters, the characters includes Zimomo, Taikoko, Scoopy, and of course Labubu. So these are the monsters. So Labubu is a monster. I'll show you a clip of from Pop Mart, the original illustration of it. Okay, so there's an interview with Mr. Long about how he created Behind the Monsters.
Okay.
And in this interview, there's one part of it. You see that character that's like a skull kind of. So Taikoko is the skull.
Okay.
And he's a guy.
Okay.
And then Labubu is a girl, so they're kind of like girlfriend and boyfriend. And then he wanted Labubu to bully him 24/7.
Okay.
So in the story, in the monsters, Labubu is always bullying him. Yes.
Poor thing.
Poor who? Okay, anyways, and then there's Pop Mart. Pop Mart is a company that, you know, doesn't just sell toys, but they just specifically sell like mystery toys.
Mystery boxes,
Yeah, mystery boxes. So they launched that in 2016.
They launched Labubus in 2016?
No, their blind boxes they launched in 2016.
Oh, okay.
So that's when they officially started all the blind box thing.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
very smart move.
Yeah.
And then they, you know, the psychology behind these blind boxes is that one, it's thrill and surprise.
Yeah.
And you keep coming back for more because, you know, and then there's limited edition ones.
You just gotta get that.
Yeah, you
limited
have the
edition
urgency and you just want to get it. And then also resale value. For the, you know, the limited editions ones, like people can make profit off of it, and also the community, the driven hype behind it. So this is, you know, all the psychology behind this. So then they released Labubu as well, and guess what happened? You know, they made, like, the company made billions of dollars. They were like, their stock was like this, and then after Labubu, like this.
Whoa.
Yeah, so their revenue doubled in 2024.
Whoa.
So last year to around 1.8 billion US dollars.
Wow.
So, but it's all thanks to Blackpink Lisa though. I think like she was the one that bought Labubu to like the spotlight. And there's even an interview with, I believe, Vanity or whatever, with Lisa, and she introduced her Labubu and her obsession, her secret obsession. So like people saw her carrying Labubus on her bags. That's why we see Labubus on our Mad's bags, like all the high-end bags.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it just blew up.
Oh.
Yes. So when you do business, I read somewhere, two best businesses, customers, women, and mouth.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got the hype of it. So that's how it kind of started.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, and recently there was actually an auction for like a 4-foot tall real Labubu, and guess how much it was auctioned for?
1 million? Oh, not that
It's
much.
just a toy. It's just
Oh, not that
literally
much.
like a tall,
Half
like
a mil.
2,300,000.
Oh, that's still a lot.
Yeah, that's still a lot for a piece of plastic,
Yeah.
piece of toy. This blue little guy. It was at an auction, and it was like, wait, actually, I don't think this price is right. I believe it's almost like 500,000. I don't know. I gotta check on this. But that's still a lot for a toy,
It's
right?
still a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Yeah.
People are just going crazy for it. So actually, I saw this post somewhere. This guy, he quit his job
Oh.
to find and collect Labubus for full time.
Oh my God.
And he's already spent $20,000 in the 6 months. Guys, just remember, it's just a little toy. It's
Yeah.
a little plush toy,
Yeah,
tea
yeah,
bag, like
yeah.
charm. And each of them is around $30, I think.
Wow.
The box, I believe. Yeah, and you know, this guy, he's like, he's like, it's so totally worth it, and he's not done yet. Yeah, and I see these posts on Instagram too, and people are just like spending like so much money on just to get like the special, the real, the
Yeah,
limited edition,
yeah,
and just
yeah.
keep buying more and more, and it's just, it's crazy. I think it's gone too much.
Yeah. I feel like
By the way, we both don't own Labubus.
no, I'm not really interested in Labubus because I don't really think Labubu's cute in my eyes.
Yeah, we might get a lot of hate for this because a lot of people like Labubu.
I mean, yeah, I mean to each their own, you know, but if I really want to buy something, I rather waste it on like Squishmallows or something like that.
I think people is more about the hype. Like everybody has it, you know. So like they don't like stop and think like, hey, do I really like this thing? Like, is this
Yeah.
really cute?
Yeah,
Like, do I
yeah,
like it?
yeah.
You know, and you know, because everyone's just following the hype of it. And even when I
Right.
walk in the malls and I hear like young kids, like 5 or 6, 7 or 8, I don't know, and they're like Labubu, and I'm like, wow.
Oh gosh. Oh,
But I actually
gosh.
saw a really funny meme. You know how Labubu's pretty ugly, right?
Yeah.
It's ugly to the point that it's cute. And then so these Chinese guys are like, so am I ugly? Am I considered cute then? I thought that was funny. Yeah. But anyways, why we're bringing this up
Yes.
is because actually the cartoon series, The Simpsons, actually predicted the coming of Labubu.
Yes.
Yes. So it's pretty scary. We'll show you this clip.
Yep.
It's here! Maggie's first Pazuzu! Your father ordered this because... Why did you order this?
I thought it was pizza. Don't worry, Maggie. While Mommy and Daddy carouse downstairs, you'll be here in the dark with Pazuzu. When Pazuzu's eyes are glaring, it's time to go to bed. You'll see demon shadows fighting, but it's just inside your head. When Pazuzu's eyes are staring, the moonlight will turn red, 'cause on nightmares until we all are dead. Sweet dreams, Maggie. Don't let the beetle bumps bite.
So if you do a quick Google search, you just Google Simpsons predictions, right? And it does say, AI Overview does say that Simpsons did predict Donald Trump's presidency.
Yes.
Lady Gaga's Super Bowl halftime show, and even the Disney acquisition of 21st Century Fox. All right. So a lot of people don't really believe in the Simpsons predictions.
But they all happen.
Right. But the thing is, people are like, if you throw enough ideas out there, some are bound to be true.
But you know the prediction of Trump becoming president, like him walking down that escalator, like that exact scene.
Yeah.
Like it was so predicted on, and that came out like
Years before.
years before, and
Yeah.
I would never think Trump, a businessman, would ever run for become president.
Exactly. So we have to know, like, I mean, for me at least, it feels like if there's a lot of coincidences, then it's not coincidences.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that's one thing I want to bring up regarding The Simpsons.
And in the Simpsons video, like the doll or whatever that appears, it really does look like a Labubu. And what happens is it possesses you and controls you.
Yeah.
And it's like creepy, and it's controlling the kid, the dad, and everything. And it kind of just ends there. But it's scary, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's a lot of videos on Instagram saying, oh, Labubus are demonic, like throw yours out, it's not good, don't buy them. We don't know if it's true or not, but I guess think before you buy it, you know.
I think it's just really the hype. But the meaning behind this doll character is that it's a monster.
Yeah.
You know, I know a lot of people, you know, think it's really cute. But if it was actually a monster, would you want to carry it around every day?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
So we all know how China is very good at making counterfeits, right? So then I found a video on Instagram on how the Chinese like farmers like have these bags of Labubus on the market.
Yeah. It's like all fake.
Yeah, it's all fake.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how fast they can follow the hype and how fast they can produce those merchandise.
Because there's a lot of people in China.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it might be.
And just to think how cheap they are made, actually.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that it might be even real Labubus. It just did not have that.
The tag on
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
to make
true.
it official.
I guess we just wanted to share the history behind Labubu.
Yes.
Because I didn't know about it, you know, and I guess I wouldn't think too much about it either. But when it becomes so popular, and like I was attempting to buy it too, but then I'm like, thank goodness, like I controlled myself, and then I read a little bit into it, and then I'm like, nah. But you know, when you see your friends and a lot of people have it, and like especially celebrities, you know, it's the hype. So
Right. I mean, I don't really follow any celebrities. This is what I do follow, but
it's like fashion, and it's part of, you know, and you see these bags on like really rich people.
yeah.
You know, on their. Okay. I mean, people who follow fashion and follow trends probably understand me, but but I didn't
people
buy.
who follow not trends also understand me, right? Right.
But I didn't buy. Why? The biggest reason I buy is when I step back for a second and I'm like, it's not cute. It's just not cute for me. You know, like these things are like cute. You know, dolls like that are cute. But like that, it's just like with the teeth out and like, okay, a lot of people are gonna say that's really cute and stuff. But it's just, no, I can't.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm like, not really my thing. Next.
Yeah, because I do really like dolls and everything. But anyways, we're going off track. But leave your comments if you have a Labubu and what do you think?
And how much did you spend in total? I am very interested in how much. Like,
because
our
people
viewers
buy
spend.
clothes for them, and
they do.
they doll them up and everything.
Oh my
and those
God.
clothes for Labubu are like not cheap.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's an obsession, guys.
Oh,
it's like
gosh.
crazy. It's really possessing people if you actually think about it.
Yeah, kind of.
But then people are
In a
like,
way.
this is a prediction.
They're crazed about it.
This is like what happens a first see of a recession. Maybe, hopefully, or not, but
Yeah.
it all looks like it's in that direction.
Oh, good.
But I think there's still hope for us, you know? If we all do good things, all try to improve ourselves, maybe we can change the future.
Woo.
Okay, that's it for today.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.